The American-based company Tesla has captivated our hearts and attention since 2008 with the release of its first fully electric car, the Roadster. And although the company did not invent the concept of electric cars, it definitely has one of the more successful business models we have seen within the international electric vehicle markets. Having sold its cars in over 28 countries with a global market share of 18%, it is no doubt that Tesla is a market leader in the electric vehicles industry. But should this tech giant be concerned about the quickly rising Chinese electric vehicle company, NIO? This is a deep dive into Tesla versus NIO, the battle for the electric vehicles markets. NIO was founded in 2015 as NextX. They have an ambitious goal to become a global market leader in electric and autonomous vehicles. Unlike most electric car companies, their business model is heavily service-oriented by creating positive ownership experiences. They aim to create a community around their brand, providing car owners access to private social places called the NIO Houses, which are stocked with amenities such as a library, cafe, relaxation lounge, kids' play areas, and a car gallery. Their cars also come with an adorable artificial assistant, Nomi, who can be given demands and control car setting. But their attention to the customer experience is not the only thing that is setting this up-and-coming Chinese electric automobile company apart. NIO has found a way to replenish empty tanks to full charge under 10 minutes through intelligent battery swapping technology. While most electric cars such as Tesla's are built into the vehicle, NIO's batteries can be exchanged, recharged, and updated. So instead of waiting 30 minutes to charge their car to 80% using a super fast charger, NIO car owners can simply drive to NIO garages when running low and swap out their almost flat batteries for a fully charged one in less than 3 minutes. On top of this, through their phones, NIO car owners can request rescue vans that have inbuilt chargers. NIO drivers have the option to swap batteries or charge their cars at charging ports. The best part about their battery swapping services is how inexpensive it is. The company offers free exchange services for each car's first owner. In contrast, second-hand owners will only pay for the energy they use. And since NIO batteries can be removed, buyers have the option to buy a new car without the battery and save themselves almost $10,000 by renting it from NIO instead for $134 a month. NIO isn't the first to have its go at battery swapping technologies. Tesla tried it out in 2013, even launched a trial swap center in California. Only 2 years in and the project was dropped. Tesla CEO Elon Musk explained that drivers took no interest in swapping batteries and found supercharging stations fast enough, even though it takes over an hour to fully charge their cars. Other electric vehicle companies are also more hesitant to adopt battery swapping technology, especially since it will require them to standardize their batteries for all their car models. Considering how fast electric vehicle batteries are advancing, it might be a while before we see any direct competitors to NIO when it comes to battery swapping. But is battery swapping as convenient as it is made out to be? As expressed by Tesla model owner Sui Kui, he finds the charging method of Tesla more convenient since he can leave his car charging as he leisurely takes his morning coffee, and also he has a private charging pile at home, making it safe and less costly. While for NIO, you have to contact the garage ahead of time since batteries are not always available. The one competitive advantage NIO has over the multi-billion national company is they can increase their car range. Most gasoline cars have a range of 412 miles, but most people still use them due to how easy and fast it is to replenish them. There is a gas station almost anywhere you go. While for electric vehicles, increasing the car range often means expanding the car battery size, which will just make charging take much longer. However, even if NIO increases its battery size and capacity, replacing the battery will still happen within 10 minutes. So how are these companies faring in the largest electric vehicle markets? Well, keep watching to find out. In an interview, Elon Musk described China as the biggest market for Tesla vehicles. The country is now one of the world's largest electric vehicle markets due to its efforts to promote new energy cars and their generous subsidies. By 2020, the China electric vehicle sales penetration rate reached 9.5% and is said to increase as supporting infrastructure for these new energy cars continues to pop up throughout the country. Tesla broke into the China market with their Model Y car, which sells for around $52,000, and by the first half of 2020, they had sold 49,714 units in China. The company has invested in the necessary infrastructure as they have established 300 plus supercharging stations in the country. In addition to this, Tesla has recently set up a gigafactory in Shanghai, allowing them to massively increase production and delivery time. Although Tesla is leading in the Chinese electric vehicle space, NIO quickly rises with a market share of 3.1%. They might have the Chinese government to thank. In 2019, the company was on the brink of bankruptcy, with investors pulling out due to constant losses. Plus, the company had been racking $6 million in costs since 2015. Luckily for NIO, the Chinese government bailed them out and offered $3,500 in subsidies for battery swapping electric vehicles with a minimum range of 250 meters. Battery swapping technologies were even mentioned in China's annual policy blueprint for the 2035 electric vehicle adoption strategy. Considering China's current housing infrastructure and lack of fixed parking spaces, the move to support battery swapping makes sense. But how applicable will this model be worldwide? Nevertheless, since the government's intervention, their sales have skyrocketed. In the first half of 2020, NIO sold 14,169 units, and by the third quarter of the year, they had reaped over $628 million in sales. The Chinese company had sold over 50,000 cars in China and has performed over 65,000 battery swaps. Currently, they have 191 swap stations across cities in China, which is much lower and less convincing than Tesla's 300 plus supercharging stations. NIO does, although, hope to set up 500 more swapping stations. Now that NIO has established its roots in China, they are setting their hopes to break into the European market through Norway. Norway is one of the leading countries in the adoption of electric vehicle technologies and sale penetration, as 75% of new cars sold in the country were electric. Tesla does have a head start in the Norway market after delivering 35,478 vehicles made from their Shanghai Gigafactory 3 within the last year. The co-founder of NIO, Qin Lihong, during an auto show expressed their desire to be a part of Europe's business community, claiming that selling cars to turn a profit was not their ultimate goal. I guess we will just have to wait and see if NIO will penetrate the European electric vehicle market. Another important market in the electric car industry in the United States, in which Tesla holds 80% of the market share, while NIO might want to cross the Pacific Ocean and tap into the American market. Tense relations and geopolitics between Washington and China make it hard to do so. Plus, the United States has recently placed a tariff on all Chinese cars. This would raise the price of NIO cars to $60,000, a price I doubt any American is willing to pay. While Tesla has a head start, a global presence, and self-driving technologies to its advantage, NIO's service-oriented business model is gaining traction fast. Who do you think will win the quest to conquer the global electric vehicle market? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below.